There's a child with no bed and nobody cares. There's a woman who prayed while the system played. And another name the world erased. But I hear the dust cry out, I feel the sky bend low. And if no one else will say it, then I will let them know. Enough, no more hiding what you've done. Enough, we remember everyone, from the camps to the cries. We carry their names, you buried the bodies, but left us the flame. There's a lie in your law, there's blood on the fire, and your gospel got gold while our children go wild. You preach in peace, but you sell in fear. And the ones you forgot are standing here. They are not your shame, they are not your loss. They are ours to love, and yours to cross. Enough, we won't whisper when they bleed. Enough, you built silence on our need. From the dust to the drum, from the grave to the gate, we're done being quiet. We speak in their place. Say their name, their pain. They were here, they still remain. Enough, no more graves with no goodbyes. Enough, no more mothers left to cry. You had your chance, now we rise. This time we sing, and the world hears our cry. Shouldn't be there. There's a child with no bed and nobody cares. There's a woman who prayed while the sun played. And another name the world erased. But I hear the dust cry. And if no one else feels it, then I will. Enough done for everyone, from the camps to the names. You buried the bodies. Blood on the fire, and you got gold. Why peace, but you're selling fear, and the ones you forgot are standing here. They are not your shame, they are not your loss. They are ours to love, and yours to cross. Enough. We won't whisper when they bleed. Enough. You built silence on our need, from the dust to the drum, from the grave to the gate. We're done being quiet. We speak in their place. Say their name. Feel their pain. They were here. They still remain. Enough. No more graves with no goodbyes. Enough. No more mothers left to cry.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for joining me. Good morning from my location, and I welcome you this morning. Thank you for joining me. Thank you. I'm sorry about break in the transmission about this the gadget issue. So good morning. While you join me, please share. Welcome you to the platform of Mars David Nana. The questionnaire under Biafran Republic government in exile. In our platform, we are here to, to always say it as it is. We are here to educate our people. We are here to call to attention the inhuman treatment, the destruction, and the Islamization agenda, the killings that is happening in Nigeria. Nigerians are being killed. Women and children are being killed. Young and old, male and female are being killed in Nigeria by the Fulani terrorist groups, with the Nigerian government agencies, the armed agencies of Nigeria corroborating, the Nigerian security agencies corroborating with the terrorists, the indigenous people. So on this platform, we bring to the consciousness of the people, we bring information to public notice. More importantly, those who are affected to know that Nigeria was designed for their death. To let them understand that what is happening is not solvable, that the killings have no solution from the Nigerian state. The killings will continue if nothing is done to stop the killing. And the only thing that will stop the killing, the only thing that will disorganize the template of the Fulanese, the only thing that can hold them into account and responsible for all these calamities and atrocities they are committing is the dissolution of that British Empire, that British enclave, that abattoir, that slaughterhouse. That is the only remedy to the situation. Every now and then we continue to shout, we continue to speak, but the people are not listening. Both those who are affected directly and those who should as well let those affected directly know Every day in Nigeria is business as usual, while lives and properties are being destroyed, while people are in danger of their lives. So today is yet another day to educate the people, to let them understand what is playing out once again. To let them understand what's playing out once again. Because this has become a daily occurrence in Nigeria. The people are being slaughtered like they are animals. There is no action that have been adequately taken against the Nigerian state. Why these terrorists are more importantly killing people in the north, the southeast is under the protection of the Biafran Defense Forces. Even at that, the Nigerian government are bombing our communities, sending their foot soldiers, the reintegrated terrorists into our land, still killing our people. Obstacle they are having in Biafra land is because the Biafran de facto government in the homeland, in conjunction with the government in exile, have put measures in place for the protection of our land, for the protection of our women and children, and the protection of our territory. Every day you hear the same news from Nigeria: killings upon killings upon killings upon killings. And the world have not been able to come to our rescue, to come to the aid and act in accordance with these promises. Yesterday in Jos, people died as well. People who committed no crime. People who were not affected by natural disaster, but people who were deliberately killed by their government. Yes, by their government, because the Nigerian government have not put measures and do not put measures and can never put measures to protect the indigenous people. So they are directly the sponsors of this terrorism against the indigenous people. The American President Donald Trump promised the Nigerian government that he is going to take action against these killings of Christians. The killings of Christians have not abated, it has not stopped, and it will never stop. So we are calling on the American government that the Nigerian government, Tinubu, Shettima, have not in any way taken that threat, even the bombing on Sokoto, seriously. We are going to hear from the threat of Donald Trump against the Nigerian state.
In breaking news, President Trump is threatening to halt all financial aid and put his military on standby for a possible action against Nigeria. Making a podium address on his Truth Social platform, he gave the African nation an ultimatum. He called on it to stop the alleged killing of Christians or face dire consequences.
If the Nigerian government continues to allow the killing of Christians, the USA will immediately stop all aid and assistance to Nigeria. We're going to do things to Nigeria that Nigeria is not going to be happy about. and may very well go into that now disgraced country, guns a-blazing, to completely wipe out the Islamic terrorists who are committing these horrible, horrible atrocities. I'm hereby instructing our Department of War to prepare for possible action. If we attack, it will be fast, vicious, and sweet, just like the terrorist thugs attack our cherished Christians. These are cherished people. These are great people. Leave them alone. Warning, the Nigerian government better move fast before it's too late. If they don't, there's going to be hell to pay.
The Trump administration named Nigeria last week on a list of countries it says is violating religious freedom. Nigeria's government rejected the accusation, claiming it is misinformation based on faulty data. An Inter-Society report released in August states more than 7,000 Christians have been killed in Nigeria in 2025.
You heard that report. 2025, over 7,000 Christians. Under a year, 7,000. A year is 365 days. Under this year, 7,000 Christians were murdered by the Nigerian terrorist state. And that warranted the President of the United States of America, President Trump, to issue that stern warning against the terrorist Nigerian state. Before the warning came, Nigerian government were on a killing spree. With government is because when the people that directly is Christians, and those who are responsible for these killings are the Fulani militias, the Fulani tribes. In the north, these Fulani tribes have 22 terrorist groups. You can't find any of these terrorist groups in the southeast. You can't find it in the Middle Belt. The formation and the financing of these terrorist groups comes from the Nigerian government itself. We have seen videos. We have seen the Nigerian military. We have had the president, the vice president, the chief security officers of the state downplay the genocide that is happening in Nigeria. They never accepted that Christians are being killed. Rather, they told you, or they say, oh, both Christians and Muslims are victims of the terrorists as well. We understand that a pocket of Muslims are being killed. We understand that moderate Muslims are part of those who are directly affected by this terrorism. But the percentage of the Muslims is not up to 2% compared to the percentage of Christians that are killed on daily basis. In some cases, the terrorists issue warnings to communities even before the government. The government will see all these warnings, they will hear all these warnings, they will see all these threats and refuse to act upon those threats. Even when the communities rise up to confront these terrorists, the same government The same government that should protect the communities will be the same people that come to those communities and arrest them, asking them why they should come to engage the terrorists in uniform, come into Nigeria boarding route from the north. And once they enter, they were given arms and ammunition. You can see a terrorist that is not up to 15 years of age, in some cases 20, young children. You see them with machine guns, you see them with AK-47, you see them with rocket launchers, and you begin to ask yourself, how did these people come in contact? How were they able to get all these sophisticated weapons? You have to question the source of all these weapons that these people use to kill the indigenous people of Nigeria. And when you ask that question, you will begin to understand that these people are funded by the Nigerian state itself. Nigerian government are using them to carry out their Islamic conquest of Nigeria. So those who are directly affected by this terrorism, we sympathize with them. But we are as well calling on them as well to rise up, because it is ironical that while the Nigerian government are complicit in the crimes that is happening, these people that are directly affected will also call the same Nigerian government that is killing them to come to their rescue. This is very sad, and it's very unfortunate. And that is why we are calling on Nigerians, the Middle Beltons, those who are directly or indirectly affected by these terrorist activities in Nigeria, to rise up and defend their lives, to rise up and defend their communities. Nobody is going to fight this fight for you. Nobody is going to defend you. Nobody is going to protect you. American government issued a warning to Nigeria, but the Tinubu administration, Shettima, Ribadu, Gumi, Pantami, El-Rufai, all these people, all these government officials, Musa, all these government or Nigerian government officials are directly involved in these terrorist activities, Nigerian people, and against the Biafran people. Why we are calling on the Nigerian people is that they seem not to understand what is playing out. The people in Nigeria seem not to understand that it is the government itself that are funding their killings. The people fail to recognize the fact that those who are their legislators, those who are their representatives, those who are their chief security officers of their various states, their communities, are directly involved in these terrorist activities that is happening to them. Because how are you going to know? When the people are killed, how many of these people that are their representatives speaks against these killings? How many of them rise up to protest these killings? None of them. Only the masses will come to revolt. Only the masses will rise up to protest. And even when they are protesting or when they come out to protest, Nigerian government will also send their security agencies, who are also uniformed terrorists, to go and tear gas them and disperse them, because they don't want anybody to fight against the Islamic agenda, which they are the ones promoting it. So we are calling the international community. We want to let American government know that Nigerian government have dared them. Nigerian governments have looked America in the face and say, I dare you to act more on the terrorist that is killing their people. Yes, because the Nigerian government told you that this terrorist, recently the Nigerian government, Ribadu, the national security advisor to the president, said that these terrorists are his brothers, because they are not my brothers, that these terrorists are their brothers. And of course, we understand they are their brothers because they are the same Fulani blood. They are the ones who even imported them into Nigeria. So they are their blood. In other words, you don't kill their blood. Why their blood are killing Nigerians? There should not be any action taken against them by the terrorist Nigerian states, by the Nigerian soldiers. Even the Nigerian military was heard telling you that a repentant Boko Haram, that the terrorists can as well be the president of Nigeria tomorrow. So you can see that what the people are facing, the challenges that are facing the people in Nigeria, is caused by the Nigerian government itself. So after this warning by the American government now struck on the 25th, on the 25th of December 2025. They gave Nigeria a tip of the iceberg of what to expect should Nigerian government not curtail the excesses of the terrorists. Should Nigerian government not act decisively against these killings that the people all over the north are lamenting. The indigenous people in the north, they were lamenting. So the Nigerian government were issued a warning after there were a lot of lamentation, uproar when the killing started. Not even when the killing last year. 7,000 Christians, 7,000. That figure is even underrated, you know. That figure is not the actual figure of Christians that were killed in 2025. But this is the figure that is official. They made it official that over 7,000 Christians have been killed. But believe you me, if everybody Christian that was killed in Nigeria in 2025 was taken into account, the number will skyrocket. It will get up to 12 or 20,000 people. But you know, Nigerian government, they will always downplay the number. So when the American government warned Nigeria against the continued killings of the indigenous people, the Nigerian government ignored that warning. The Nigerian government never took America serious. Tinubu, the president of that contraption, Shettima, the vice president, Ribadu, the chief security, the national security advisor, Gumi, the terrorist negotiator and spokesperson of the Sultan of Sokoto, and all of them, when that warning was issued, they took it with a pinch of salt. Did they curtail the terrorism? The answer is no. Were there any changes made in relation to the killing to subside? The answer is no. Rather, what did the Nigerian government do? They went to America, hired a Republican lobbyist in order to, protect their image in Washington, D.C. And when the American government saw, when Donald Trump saw that Nigerian government was not even listening to the threat, he sent a strong warning to the Sokoto Caliphate. He sent a strong warning to the Sokoto Caliphate to land that the world know where this terrorism is coming from. The world know that this is a continuation of the Usman Danfodio conquest. This is a continuation of the Islamic conquest of Nigeria. It is the continuation of the Islamic conquest of Nigeria. So the Sultan of Sokoto is directly involved in the terrorism. So the American intelligence agencies now understand that what is happening in Iran will also happen in Nigeria in relation to Africa. If that terrorist activities that is being planned and executed by the Sokoto Caliphate is not stopped. So what did America do? They sent a warning shot, a warning strike on the 25th of December 2025.
President Donald Trump himself on Christmas Day. The strikes took place in what has become one of the most significant American military actions on African soil in recent times, and the timing alongside the president's accompanying message has captured global attention. President Trump announced the operation through his social media platform, stating that American forces had successfully targeted what he referred to as Islamic State terrorist positions in the northwest region of Nigeria. The operation comes at a time when security challenges in northern Nigeria have intensified, with various extremist groups operating across multiple states and carrying out attacks against both military targets and civilian populations. What makes this particular military action especially noteworthy is the context surrounding it. Reports indicate that the strikes were carried out in response to recent attacks against Christian communities in the region, attacks that took place during the Christmas season when families were gathered in celebration and worship. The timing of these attacks, deliberately targeting people during one of the most sacred periods in the Christian calendar, appears to have prompted a swift response from the American administration. President Trump's statement following the strikes included what many have described as an unconventional message, wishing everyone a Merry Christmas, including what he termed the dead terrorists who were eliminated in the operation. This particular phrasing has sparked widespread discussion across social media platforms, news channels, and among political analysts trying to interpret the tone and implications of such a statement. The Islamic State has maintained a presence in West Africa through various affiliated groups, with some operating under the banner of Islamic State West Africa Province. These groups have been responsible for numerous attacks across the Lake Chad Basin region, including parts of northeastern Nigeria, Niger, Chad, and Cameroon. However, the confirmation that strikes took place in northwestern Nigeria, which includes states like Sokoto, Zamfara, Katsina, and others, highlights the expanding operational range of these extremist elements, or possibly indicates the presence of Islamic State affiliates in areas previously dominated by other armed groups, such as bandits and cattle rustlers. The northwestern region of Nigeria has been experiencing a complex security involving multiple armed groups with varying motivations, from criminal enterprises focused on kidnapping and cattle theft to ideologically driven extremists seeking to establish territorial control and impose their interpretation of religious law. The United States maintains military cooperation agreements with Nigeria and several other African nations as part of broader counter-terrorism efforts on the continent. American forces operate drone bases and conduct surveillance operations from various locations across West Africa, providing intelligence and, in some cases, direct action capabilities when authorized. For an operation of this magnitude to take place, there would have been coordination between American and Nigerian authorities, though the specific details of such coordination and the level of Nigerian involvement in planning and executing the strikes remain subjects that official sources have not fully disclosed to the public. The Nigerian government's response to these strikes and the broader question of foreign military operations on Nigerian soil will be important factors in understanding the full diplomatic and political implications of this action. Now, let me take a moment to emphasize something crucial for everyone watching this video. If you are finding this information valuable and you want to stay updated on important developments affecting our country and the wider world, please take a second right now to hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. It really helps us continue bringing you accurate, timely news and analysis, and it ensures that more Nigerians have access to verified information rather than rumors and speculation. The security situation in northern Nigeria has been deteriorating over several years, with communities across multiple states facing regular attacks, kidnappings, and displacement. Farmers have been unable to access their fields due to fear of violence, schools have been forced to close in some areas, and thousands of people have been displaced from their homes and villages. The Nigerian military has conducted numerous operations attempting to restore order and eliminate threats, but the challenges have proven persistent and complex. Some armed groups operate with sophisticated weapons and have demonstrated tactical capabilities that suggest external support or training. The porous borders between Nigeria and neighboring countries have also complicated efforts to contain these groups, as militants can move across international boundaries to evade military pressure or regroup after suffering losses. The question many Nigerians are now asking is what this American military intervention means for the future of security operations in the country. Will this be a one-time action or the beginning of expanded American military involvement in northwestern Nigeria? How will the Nigerian government balance sovereignty concerns with the need for international assistance in addressing security challenges that have stretched national resources and capabilities? These are important questions that deserve serious consideration and public discussion. Some citizens welcome any action that might bring relief to suffering communities and eliminate dangerous extremist elements, while others express concerns about the implications of foreign military operations on Nigerian territory and what precedents such actions might establish. President Trump's statement around the strikes, particularly his Christmas greeting that included reference to eliminated terrorists, reflects a communication style that has characterized much of his political career and presidency. The statement appears designed to send multiple messages simultaneously: reassurance to Christian communities that attacks against them will provoke consequences, a warning to extremist groups that American military power can reach them regardless of location, and a demonstration to domestic American audiences that the administration is taking decisive action against terrorism. The unconventional nature of combining holiday greetings with references to military casualties has generated mixed reactions globally, with some viewing it as appropriately defiant against groups that deliberately target religious celebrations, while others question the tone and whether it serves diplomatic and strategic objectives effectively. For communities in northern Nigeria who have endured years of violence, uncertainty, and fear, the news of these strikes may bring mixed emotions. There is undoubtedly relief that international attention is being paid to their suffering and that powerful actors are taking action against the groups terrorizing them. At the same time, there are concerns about potential retaliation, about whether these strikes will truly degrade the capabilities of extremist groups or simply provoke them to strike back harder against vulnerable civilian populations. History has shown that military action alone rarely solves complex insurgencies and terrorist threats. Sustainable security requires a combination of military pressure, effective governance, economic development, community engagement, and efforts to address the underlying grievances and conditions that allow extremist ideologies to take root. As this story continues to develop in the coming days and weeks, we will be monitoring official statements from both the Nigerian government and American authorities, assessing any potential responses from extremist groups, and examining the broader implications for security policy and international cooperation. Make sure you stay connected with this channel by subscribing.
Yeah, you have listened to that information on the strike that was carried out by the American government on the 25th of December 2025. You saw how America threatened Nigeria and eventually sent a warning shot to the Nigerian government. A warning strike to the Nigerian government. And after that strike, after those strikes, do you think that the Nigerian government learned any lesson? First of all, the reason for that strike was to really warn the Nigerian government that the United States of America, that the President of America will not take it lightly henceforth should Christians continue to be killed in Nigeria, should churches continue to be attacked in Nigeria, should priests and Christians' life be in danger in Nigeria, that American government will not take it lightly with the authorities in Nigeria. But the Nigerian president, the vice president, the security agencies, all those that are charged with the responsibility of the protection of the people of Nigeria, do they take that threat seriously? The answer is no. Why? Let me give you the why. The reason is not far at all. Because if the Nigerian government have taken that warning strike seriously, if the Nigerian government really respects the President of America, Nigerian government would have done something seriously to stop the killing and the massacre of its citizens. Rather, what did the Nigerian government do? The Nigerian government are lobbyists. The Nigerian government hired the lobbyists to go to Washington, D.C. to go to Washington, D.C. and defend the atrocity that they are committing. The Nigerian government went to Washington, D.C., hired a Republican lobbyist, hired 2 other lobbyists to be defending this atrocity that they are committing against the indigenous people. This happened 2 days ago in Jos, Nigeria. You saw how people died. The people that you saw lying down, these people are lifeless. Who killed them? The people that you are seeing on this video that are lying like the victims of the Nigerian government terrorism. They were directly the ones who faced the challenges of the Fulani, whom the Nigerian government are sponsoring, killed the brothers of Ribadu, killed them. Of Musa, the children of Sultan of Sokoto, these people is lying lifeless. The flood from this religion. They produce sons of the Islamic religion. These people that are lying lifeless on the floor. What is their crime? Their crime is being Nigeria. Nigeria is the worst place for Christians to inhabit. Nigeria is the worst place for humans to inhabit. Nigerian government is the worst government on this planet Earth. A government that sponsors jihad against its people. A government that when its people is killed, even to write a press statement to that becomes a very big problem. A government that never acknowledges the dangers that this Fulani, that the terrorists pose to their country. If the Nigerian government functionaries, those who are at the helm, the politicians, the political leaders in Nigeria, if directly supporting, aiding these killings, why wouldn't they have risen up? Why wouldn't these challenges of terrorism be a thing of the past? Why wouldn't they have supported the American government to destroy these terrorists? Remember what Babangida said, or is it later Abacha that said that if insecurity exceeds 48 hours, that the leaders, that the government knows everything about it. So it is now very clear for everybody to understand that the Nigerian government are complicit in the crime, in the killings that have befallen its citizens. It is obvious. It is very, very obvious that Nigerian government are complete in this criminal act against these people. Then let me show you a video of a supposedly chief security officer of this Plateau State, a man who is the governor of the state that these people fell, that these people are being killed. A man who was supposed to be the protector of these people that died. A man who gets so much money from security votes. The security vote is to protect the lives and property of the indigents in his state. Yet this man could not protect them. The security agencies of the state, all of them were on holidays. For 2 hours that the terrorists were attacking and killing these people, the security agencies were on holidays. The terrorists have a free hour. They have free hours. They have a free ride. The road belongs to them. They have their arms and ammunition. They came and fell all these people and killed all these people and left. And immediately after they left, the security agencies now resumed duty. Is that not suspect? It is a very big suspect. It is a very big suspect. It is a very big suspect. Now, this is this man, this man that you see in this armor tank, supposedly is the governor of Jos. This is the governor of Plateau State. This governor, his people were killed by the Fulani terrorists. His people were killed by the Fulani terrorists. You can see people that are lying down. And he came to commiserate with them. He came to sympathize with them. But did he come out to sympathize with them? The answer is no. Why? Because he's afraid. He himself is afraid of coming down to address the people who are harmless. Even in the presence of his security agencies, he's afraid to come down and speak with the people. Nigeria is really a joke. Nigeria is really a joke, in fact. Nigeria do not value human lives. If this man's daughter or a family member was involved, will this man not come down to go and at least see the family member that is being killed? But because the lives of these people that died never matters to him, it didn't matter to them. That is why he came to the state, he came to the scene, and could not come down to even say sorry to the people, because he knows that he's a failure. He knows that he is part and parcel of the killers of these people. He knows that he's complicit. The people know that he is complicit in the criminal activities, in the genocide that is happening. That is why you saw him, talking to the people while on armor tank.
Matasa kuna ji na.
They say they are not hearing him.
Idan kun yi shiru,
They say they are not hearing him.
zan zo duk inda kuke so in zo.
Kai ku yi shiru, ku yi shiru.
You can see that the people are not happy. They say he should come down. They say that the man should come down to address them. He cannot come down. He came with security agencies in an armor tank. Then if he can walk around with an armor tank, then the people do not matter. The people can die like fowls and chickens. It doesn't matter to him, because he's going to wherever he wants to go with armored vehicles, armored tanks. This is really sad. And this is why we are calling people to rise up. To rise up and make sure they chase all these people out of Nigeria. In fact, in Biafran territory, all these people that are complicit in the criminal activities of the Fulanis in our land, they will all be exiled. All of them. Because a lot of blood has been spilled. The land of Biafra, a lot of Biafran blood had been spilled in the land because of the actions of people like this man who came to sympathize with people who are directly affected by insecurity But yet he could not come down from Amotan to come and say sorry to them, because he knows that the people now understand that he's part and parcel of the reason why they are being killed.
Naso ba domin kunce so ba domin ni ma na kwana ba barci. Na so ku sani an kwana a Jos ba, amma na shigo domin abin da ya faru. Na san kuna bakin ciki, na san kuna kuka, ni ma ina kuka, amma ina so ku yi hankuri mu saurare juna. Mu yi hankuri mu saurare juna.
The people are actually angry at him, and they should be angry. In fact, they should stone all these kind of people to death, because these are the people who are responsible for their problems. Yes, these governors are responsible for their problem. Look at his stomach. Look at how he's downplaying everything that is happening, like it was not life that we are lost. And people have shown him that they are angry, that he should come down and speak with them. But he refused to do that. He refused to do that because he knows that the people now understand what the game that they are playing. People now understand them. So it is very, very sad that why the people are suffering, why the people are directly affected by these terrorist activities, the people that are supposed to protect them don't even give a damn, don't care. They don't care. And this have resulted in the fallout of protest. Protests erupted in Jos because the people that died are not animals. They are humans. They are humans. The people that died are humans.
Attack yesterday, right? Yesterday around 7 to 8 in the night. There was no light, so these people entered with black clothes and they were firing people as in straight shots on rapid. A lot of people have to flee for their life. As in, this thing was not good at all. It wasn't good at all. Plateau State does not. Does not Plateau State. I'm just going to go off my country. See, they are fighting over there. You see, they are fighting. The thing is not funny. You see, they are fighting. The situation is tense. People are angry. People are angry. See, the situation is tense. The situation is tense. Now attack. This is not a village, right? This is not a village. It's not Refill. It's Angwarukuba. If you know Refill, you must know Angwarukuba. This is Angwarukuba. If you know Jos, Plateau State, Nigeria, I know you know the location. Angwarukuba. I have chosen the security man. I have chosen the security man. Because they are not doing any help right here. They will tap and share, they will tap and share, they will tap and share. Double tap and share, please. Double tap and share. Double tap. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. There was an attack yesterday, right? Yesterday around 7 to 8 in the night. There was no light, so these people entered with black clothes and they were firing people as in straight shots on rapid. A lot of people have to flee for their life. As in, this thing was not good at all. It wasn't good at all. Plateau State does not. Does not Plateau State. I'm just going
See, they are fighting over here.
You see, they are fighting. The thing is not funny. You see, they are fighting. The situation is tense. People are angry.
People are angry. See, the situation is tense. The situation is tense.
Now attack. This is not a village, right? This is not a village. It's not Refill. It's Angwarukuba. If you know Refill, you must know Angwarukuba. This is Angwarukuba.
If you know Jos, Plateau State, Nigeria, I know you know the location, Angwarukuba.
So you have heard it. How at the dead of the night, the Nigerian NEPA, they took light because they know. They all get intel that these people will attack. They get intel, they get information, they cover up these crimes. They understand what these criminals want to do. So the jihad that you see happening is the Nigerian government complicit. They are complicit in these criminal acts. All of them, they know what is playing out. The security is aware. The security is aware that these criminals we strike. So they have to. The security aware. The light, the Nigerian NEPA, NEPA agency, they are all aware. So they have to take light, and immediately they took light. These people landed and started killing people because they are not going to get any, they understand that the security agencies have been told to stand down. So nobody is going to stop them. They shot indiscriminately on anything that is moving around. And a lot of people were killed. And while guns are sounding, the security agencies could not come to the rescue of the people that are directly being killed. But after the menace, you see the security agencies come in. In some cases, they come and arrest even those who are directly affected by this terrorism. This is very, very sad. But you know where we are angry about? When this issue started, the American government sent Representative Riley Moore to go to Nigeria on a fact-finding mission and know actually what was happening. Riley Moore went to Nigeria and came back, and his group gave a recommendation. And up to today, that recommendation that they gave, there is no implementation to that. And it was a faulty recommendation because these people, the American government, this representative, they are living in a society that everything works for them. The rule of law works for them. The government take into account, the government held offenders or criminal offenders hostage or hold them into account. But in Nigeria, things don't work that way. These people don't really understand how Nigeria works. So when you tell them, their report was based on how America functioned. Riley Moore's report In that report, Rainimo never indicated the interest to make Nigerians understand that the best solution, or make the American government understand that the best solution is the dissolution of Nigeria. No, they try to paint it. They try to paint it to see how they can still continue to keep one Nigeria at the expense of the lives of the people. And this is what he tweeted. Sunday was on a Palm Sunday. On a Palm Sunday that Christians were commemorating the entrance of Christ into Jerusalem, because that is what the Palm Sunday stands for. And on that same day is the day that the terrorists strike. The same day that Christ is entering into Jerusalem, according to them. It is that same day that the people that say that Christians are infidels, the people that say that Christians are not supposed to live, the people that should have been protected, they are the ones who were killed. And what the Riley Moore said, the Palm Sunday report from Nigeria indicate that at least 10 Christians were martyred in the city of Jos. Radical Islamic terrorists opened fire on the Christians before hacking them to pieces with machetes. This is sickening and unacceptable, but it is not surprising. Really? It's not surprising. This tragedy follows a pattern of radical Islamic terrorists massacring Christians in holy days. In fact, terrorists have attacked Christians in Nigeria on every single holy day in recent memory, except for last Christmas, when President Trump sent 12 Tomahawk cruise missiles to stop them. Abuja knows this pattern, and they must massively ramp up security for the Trojan and Eastern. You see, this is one of the problems that we have with people who speak like this. You understand, you said it is not surprising. First of all, Riley must say this is not surprising because they have known that this is a pattern. This is a pattern of the Nigerian terrorist state. He also accepted the fact that Nigerian government knows all these things. But why are they not taking measures to stop that? And one of the measures to stop these things from happening is the total dissolution of Nigeria. Why is it too hard for them to understand? Why is it too hard for them to implement? Why is it too hard for Riley Moore to suggest this to the President of the United States of America? That is the only solution that can put a stop to this terrorism, to the killings, to the destruction of lives and properties in that evil contraption. This is the only solution. Outright the solution of Nigeria. And in taking big grammar, writing big memos and all the rest, at the end of this, people's life are in danger. People are directly affected. People die while you are writing. This writing does not in any way help the people that are dying. It gets to the president when the people have died. Nigerian government don't even, they don't respect all these things that you people are writing. The only thing that Nigerian government will respect is action and action and action, just like was taken in Iran. And not only that action, because if you take action against Nigeria, you think that you have defeated the Nigerian terrorists. What about tomorrow? They are going to come back. The best solution is to allow the indigenous people to self-govern themselves, arm them, equip them, divide Nigeria. Let the Fulanese, let the terrorists have their own state. Let them, as they have had 12 northern states that are practicing Sharia. Good for them. Let those states, let the North be on their own and practice their Sharia. While the South, the Biafran, our own, practice our Christian, practice our traditional religion, practice our Judaic religion. And we are going to be well with that. We are going to defend, even help the Middle Beltans, the Christian minorities in the North. We are going to defend them. The Biafran government have already told the American government that the Biafran government in exile Once Biafra is recognized, we are going to be a safe haven for the persecuted Christians in Nigeria. Why is it difficult for the world to understand this? Because we mean well. We are the Israelites of Africa. What Israel stands for Middle East, that is what Biafra wants to stand in Africa. We are going to protect all these Christian communities. But we need the American government to first of all understand the precarious position that the people in Nigeria find themselves. And the only people that can protect them is the Biafran nation. Then he continues, saying, if they don't take this threat seriously and mobilize to defend our brothers and sisters in Christ, blood of these matters will be on their. Who cares? Nigeria do not care. This grammar you are writing, they understand the blood is already on their head. And then while you are writing this, the blood of people are being slaughtered. People are dying on a daily basis. And you are writing of the blood being on the head of the terrorist. They don't give a damn. Shettima don't give a damn. Tinubu don't give a damn. Is it Gumi or is it El-Rufai? As long as their conquest will promote their Islamic agenda, as long as they are going to gain more ground and increase in their religion and dip their Quran into the ocean, they don't give a damn about the blood of a Christian. Riley Moore should get this. He should get this fact. Because all these grammatical expressions mean nothing to the Nigerian government. Now today we start to hear grammar. Nigeria started speaking grammar since 1914. The likes of Zik, they spoke grammar. Awolowo then spoke grammar. Tafawa Balewa, all of them spoke grammar until Nigeria is where it is today. So these grammars make no sense. It does not add to the table. This grammar is not bringing any solution to the issue that we have on ground in Nigeria. This grammar is not helping the Biafran people, neither is it helping the Middle Beltans, the minority Christians in them. It is not helping them. What will help them is the recognition of the Biafran state. What will help them is the support and equipping the defense forces of Biafra so that we can fight along with the United States and Israel and destroy these terrorists in our land. He goes further to say, blood of this matter will be on their head, and there will be significant consequence for Nigeria's relationship with the United States. As long as oil money flows in Nigeria, the Nigerian leaders can always buy their way out. That is one thing that Riley Moore should understand. Before your very eyes, Nigeria gave millions and millions of dollars in order to defend their interests, in order to paint the picture of there is no Christian genocide. So when you are talking about holding them into account, they don't give a shit. They don't give a hook about what is happening. So Representative Riley Moore should think twice and reevaluate the report that he submitted to the president of the states, because that report, I don't think, is in the best interest of the people that are killed and the people that are directly affected by these terrorist activities. Very, very important. Very, very important. We must continue to educate our people. Nigerian government hands are soiled with blood. Their hands are soiled with blood. Their hands are soiled with blood. And they don't give a damn if more blood is being spilled by the Fulani's conquest. They don't give a damn. So it is an appeal on the President of the United States of America. It is an appeal on Riley Moore. Your report is actually not helping at this moment. The Nigerian government do not recognize the report that you made. Your suggestions is not in any way endangering the Nigerian existence. That is why they continue to kill. They have a lobbying firm in Washington, D.C., where they will continue to lobby so that no action is taken against their own terrorists. It will be very, very sad that people's lives are in danger and America is romancing with the people who are killing the innocent Nigerians. Very, very sad. Here, in this video, you see these people saying that the Nigerian army, okay, the Nigerian army deliberately blocked the road while the terrorists were killing the people.
Like 2 blocks just came, 2 bikers.
Yes, sir.
I'm the youth leader of the Northern Plateau.
Yes, sir.
Under Plateau Youth Council. I coordinate the Northern Zone from Angorukuba direct. I was trained in Angorukuba, grew up in Angorukuba. Unfortunate incidents happened yesterday around 7:30. Gunmen just came, started shooting on people. Some are using machete. And the unfortunate aspect of it is that most of them are wearing half camo. That is the army clothes. And a veil, this Hausa veil on their neck. And they were speaking Hausa and this Fulani language. Going down, spraying bullets on people. And other people are using machete. When they are going down in less than 10 minutes, they will now see army car. Like 2 Hilux just came, 2 bikers, 3 in 1, and give them cover. I was there, I think one of the army nearly shot me on the leg. He missed and sprayed on the ground.
The army, Nigerian army.
The Nigerian army, and some of them.
Sorry, please, I will have to take you back a little.
Yes.
You said you witnessed that when they came down, some of them were shooting, some of them were using machete on people.
Yes.
Army came with their van.
Yes.
And gave them cover. What do you mean by giving them cover?
Yes. Army, Hilux, 2 Hilux came.
Nigerian army.
Nigerian army. When youth came out en masse in order to follow the attackers, on realizing that they are attackers, because 2 weeks back, NDLA came in, started shooting and arrest some people because of drug issue. And then when this one started, the boys thought that it was the same operation. Unknowingly, when we came close, we now realized that the setting of these people, they are not NDLA. Then we now gather the youth, trying to go on, move, and follow these people. In less than 10 minutes, army car, Hilux 2 came and blocked the youth and started spraying bullets off. I think we packed so many things. We have facts on ground. We have things that we have packed that the army use. And the unfortunate aspect of it, we know the gun that army usually use. And some of them were using the DSS gun, that black short one.
Yes.
Spraying up, beating youth, hitting youth. We are standing and they hit 2 of my youth. They take them down. 2 of my youth. The army, they are safe. For like 30 minutes to 1 hour, we are not able to pursue the attackers. Until when the attackers went off, they now left. Then
So when the attackers left, the army turned back.
They turned back immediately. They were shooting up, the attackers are shooting, still killing people inside the area. And they block the youth. They cannot enter that very area. Location.
These army people that you're talking about, As I was going to Agwarukuba, I saw some army men. Did you see any of those people in that place?
I did not see any single of them. And when they
have you ever seen? You are the youth president, the youth leader.
I'm the youth leader of the northern.
Of the northern plateau.
Yes, but born and brought up from the Angwan.
Okay.
Yes.
Those military
my
people.
leadership from Angwan.
Those military people. Yes. Have you ever seen any of them in Jos before?
I've never seen them. Most of them, they are Fulani guys. They don't have name tag.
They don't have name tag.
Most of them, they are the same thing.
But they came with the army truck.
Army truck, 2 trucks and 2 bikes.
And you have never seen them in Jos before?
I've never seen the trucks. I've never seen their shape.
Some of them has camouflage trouser and
yes.
Camouflage trouser and
I will not make some innuendos. You people have heard from the youth leader who was present and saw everything. So this is from an eyewitness and nobody else. Anyways, I just want to say sorry for your loss. I heard the governor said that they are not going to do a mass burial, and that they are going to give them a befitting burial individually. But the question we ask the government today is, when does it stop? Since I was a boy till now, I've been hearing about Plateau. The killing in Plateau, the killing in Benue. I've been hearing this.
Now
since I was a little
26
boy.
cops now.
I have come to Plateau State more than 3 times in respect to insecurity. I went to Bokos. That one, they killed a lot of people, burnt their houses. I went to the other side of Bokos after like after a year. They did the same thing. We came back again, they did the same thing on different occasions. So the question we are going to ask, after Rukuba, where else? Where next? And are they still going to come back to Rukuba? And I also heard that there was a message that was dropped that they were going to attack you people.
Yes, from social media, they send a message particularly that they are going to attack Angwan Rukuba after Salah.
And we have one content creator who says that.
His name is Danfo. He's a popular content
creator.
He promised in public
that he will come and they will attack after the Salah.
Yes. The Danfo said he will attack.
Yes.
He will attack.
Yes. He's a content creator.
Danfo.
He's a northern content creator.
Okay, we'll get his information. We'll put the information there on the video.
Exactly what happened.
And that's exactly what happened.
And the security house.
We'll put him on the video so everybody will see him. And then we'll officially write to the government to see what they can do. Sorry for your loss. Sorry for your loss. I had to just drive myself to come, just to come and make the public know what's going on. Sorry.
The same government. You see, the problem that all these people have is that the same government that the Fulanis are in charge of is the same government that Very Dark Man said they are going to write to. The same government that is responsible for this calamity, for the same killing, want to go and write. So, our listeners, you have heard it all. I hope this video really for them to understand what to hand with the Nigerian government. Nigerian government army are terrorists. American Nigerian to carry out a strike. The insane things I've heard. Where in the world will you now work with the terrorists to fight them? Where? Come to America. What is it? What has happened to America that we don't understand? America now working with the Nigerian government to root out terrorism. How possible? Nigerian government and their cities should to act unilaterally. Take decisive action. The Nigerian government are working with the Nigerian government. Does that work? Fight a lot of Canada and troops, America, that responsibility with this, because not understand that America and international norm. Nigeria is a national sponsor of the, they should work here. Supposed to work with Nigeria. America not supposed to work with Nigeria in rooting out the terror. America should have worked alone or work with Biafran people, because we see these terrorists, we know what they do, we know how to destroy them, but because we don't have the resources, that's why we are asking for American recognition so and come out in full swing and in full force. Listen to this video again, because it is heartbroken. It is very, very heartbroken that the same government is sponsoring the terrorism. The same government is responsible for the killings. The same government is supporting the killers. The same government is aiding the killings.
Yes, sir. I'm the youth leader of the Northern Plateau.
Yes, sir.
Under Plateau Youth Council, I coordinate the Northern Zone from Angorukuba direct. I was trained in Angorukuba, grew up in Angorukuba. Unfortunate incidents happened yesterday around 7:30. Gunmen just came, started shooting on people. Some are using machete. And the unfortunate aspect of it is that most of them are wearing half camo. That is the army clothes. And a veil, this Hausa veil on their neck. And they were speaking Hausa and this Fulani language. Going down, spraying bullets on people, and other people are using machete. When they are going down in less than 10 minutes, they will now see army car. Like 2 hillocks just came, 2 bikers, 3 in 1, and give them cover. I was there, I think one of the army nearly shot me on the leg. He missed and spray on the ground.
The army, Nigerian army.
The Nigerian army, and some of
Sorry,
them.
please, I will have to take you back a little.
Yes.
You said you witnessed that when they came down, some of them were shooting, some of them were using machete on people.
Yes.
Army came with their van.
Yes.
And gave them cover. What do you mean by giving them cover?
Yes. Army, hillocks, 2 hillocks came.
Nigerian army.
Nigerian army. When youth came out en masse in order to follow the attackers, on realizing that they are attackers, because 2 weeks back, NDLA came in, started shooting and arrest some people because of drug issue. And then when this one started, the boys thought that it was the same operation. Unknowingly, when we came close, we now realized that the setting of these people, they are not NDLA. Then we now gather the youth, trying to go on, move, and follow these people. In less than 10 minutes, army car, hillocks 2 came and blocked the youth and started spraying bullets off. I think we packed so many things. We have facts on ground. We have things that we have packed that the army use. And the unfortunate aspect of it, we know the gun that army usually use, and some of them were using the DSS gun, that black short one,
yes,
spraying up, beating youth, hitting youth. Yes. We are standing and they hit 2 of my youth. They take them down. Yes. 2 of my youth, they are safe. For like 30 minutes to 1 hour, we are not able to pursue them. Until when the attackers went off. Then
so when the attackers left,
immediately they were shooting, still killing people inside the and they blocked the youth. They can enter that very location.
These army people that you're talking about, as I was going to Agwa-Rukuba, I saw some army men. Did you see any of those people in that place?
I did not see any single of them. And when they
have you ever seen? You are the youth president, the youth leader.
I'm the youth leader of the northern.
Of the northern plateau.
Yes, but born and brought up from the Angwan-Rukuba.
Okay.
Yes.
Those military
my
people.
leadership from Angwan-Rukuba.
Those military people.
Yes.
Have you ever seen any of them in Jos before?
I've never seen them. Most of them, they are Fulani guys. They don't have name tag.
They don't have name tag.
Most of them, they are the same thing.
But they came with the army truck.
Army truck, 2 trucks and 2 bikes.
And you have never seen them in Jos before?
I've never seen the trucks. I've never seen their shape.
Some of them has camouflage trouser and
yes.
Camouflage trouser and
I will not make some innuendos. You people have heard from the youth leader who was present and saw everything. So this is from an eyewitness and nobody else. Anyways, I just want to say sorry for your loss. I heard the governor said that they are not going to do a mass burial, and that they are going to give them a befitting burial individually. But the question we ask the government today is, when does it stop? Since I was a boy till now, I've been hearing about Plateau. The killing in Plateau, the killing in Benue. I've been hearing this.
Now
since I was a little
26
boy.
cops now.
I have come to Plateau State more than 3 times in respect to insecurity. I went to Bokos. That one, they killed a lot of people, burnt their houses. I went to the other side of Bokos after like after a year. They did the same thing. We came back again, they did the same thing on different occasions. So the question we are going to ask, after Rukuba, where else? Where next? And are they still going to come back to Rukuba? And I also heard that there was a message that was dropped that they were going to attack you people.
Yes, from social media, they send a message particularly that they are going to attack Angwan-Rukuba after Salah.
And we have one content creator who says that.
His name is Danfo. He's a popular content
creator.
He promised in public
that he will come and they will attack after the Salah.
yes.
The Danfo said he will attack.
Yes.
He will attack.
He's a content creator.
Danfo.
He's a northern content creator.
Okay, we'll get his information.
Danfo.
We'll put the information.
exactly what happened.
And that's exactly what happened.
And
Danfo, put him on the video so everybody will see him. And then we'll to see what. Sorry for your loss. Sorry for your loss. Sorry for your loss. I had to just drive myself to come, just to come and make the public know what's going on. Sorry.
You see where the youth leader is saying that it is 26 people that were fair, not 10. And if they are lying, maybe all these things are lying, then I want $26 people just died like that. Maybe ones that are done by blacks, they will believe this, their brother. They may believe their brother as well.
One house, please, let's listen. Let's listen.
What happened last night exposes the reality of what is happening in Nigeria.
Yeah. Really?
Specifically in Kaduna, Plateau, Bauchi, Benue, Taraba, Adamawa. I'm not talking about Sokoto, I'm not talking about Zamfara. Those places are also evil. It is evil to take any innocent life. It doesn't matter if you're Muslim, Buddhist, Hindu, Christian, doesn't matter. But we are talking about what is happening here. How can over 30 people be murdered innocently with a police station at the junction?
Yes!
In front
of police station. Silence, silence, let's listen.
Silent!
Right on.
20 yards, 20 meters from the police station, people are killed. How is it that I can come from my hotel when we hear the gunshots and we hear the report and the security is nowhere to be found? Do not mistake what this tells you. The security and the leaders and the authorities are not working to end the killing. If they wanted it to end, those security would be the ones fighting the terrorists. And the Nigerian government says we need more weapons, we need more arms, we need more bullets, we need more people. The people they have are not protecting you. They don't need hundreds of millions of dollars of weapons from America. The leaders, the security, the government, they need to be purified. Their hearts need to be purified. They need to be purified of the murderous hearts they have. And this is the work of the Lord. Can I tell you, it is only Him who can wash their hearts. This is the gospel. And they are not too far gone. The Lord can forgive, the Lord can cleanse. But unless that happens, this will not end. It doesn't matter how many bullets and weapons we have. If the government does not want to end the terrorism and the murder, the killing of innocent people, it will never end.
Yes.
These are AK-47 bullet casings from my feet. These are not shotgun shells. This is not machete. This is not stick. This is not Colt ammunition. These are people who have arms that are ready to kill. How can these people have these weapons and bullets, yet the Christians have nothing? And if the Christians are found to have these, they're arrested. If you speak out against what is happening, you are silenced, you are arrested. They expect you to be slaughtered like lambs in silence. And the time for this is no more.
It's over. Enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
For how many years will you be allowed to be killed? Can I tell you, if you have no right to breathe, what right do you have? While people are fighting for elections and painting veins of Tinubu and everybody's worrying about APC, PDP, DPD, you are being killed. At what point will the people care about life? And as Christians, can I tell you, Psalm 82, give justice to the weak and the fatherless. Maintain the rights of the afflicted. Rescue the weak and the needy from the oppressed. It says, deliver them from the hands of the wicked. This is action. This is not something that you just believe or you talk about or you think. It's something you act out. It says, deliver people from wickedness. Give justice. If justice is not given, it's your duty as a Christian to give it. And clearly, Islam will not give justice.
Let's give them.
Islam says that I should be arrested by DSS. They say, how can this person come here and speak? How can this person be allowed into Nigeria? Can I tell you, the only reason I'm here is because you guys are being killed. And right now, the Nigerian Christians do not have a voice. You are being silenced, and you are expected to comply with injustice. But the Lord does not only reserve justice for heaven. Justice is not only reserved for when Jesus comes back. Justice has called Christians to establish justice on this earth.
Justice
here
now.
And now.
Now.
Not in 5 years. Not in 20 years.
It's now.
If you have no right to live, what right do you have? And how long will we tolerate this? My heart is with you, that's why I'm here. If there is no killing, if there is no injustice, I wouldn't be speaking now. It pains me and it's shameful that I even have to speak. And they want me to be silent. They want me to not talk about what is happening. I would rather die than be silent.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you. Young one, it has happened.
An American is telling you that he will not stop talking He rather die than stop talking. This is a foreigner in your land. But you that is directly affected by this terrorism, you are afraid to even talk. But a foreigner, he said he'd rather die than stop talking. He'd rather die than stop talking. He's telling you boldly. He'd rather die than stop talking. That is playing. He knows that it is it that is playing out. And he asks you that you should rise up and fight. You should rise up and defend yourselves. You should rise up and protect your women and children. You should rise up and protect your lives. If you don't do that, you are going to go. You will be killed. Nigerian government do not understand speaking. What they will understand is acting. When these people that are killed can march on the streets and take responsibility of every Nigerian security agencies, take the responsibility to bring them down. Take the responsibility to make sure that all these Nigerian facilities that are killing them are brought down. That is the only way that the Nigerian government can rise up and defend the people. Otherwise, every week, every day, every month, every year, you will continue to lament. You will continue to die, and nobody will come to your rescue. So, having said that, I want to appreciate everybody that was here. Please share, share, and continue to make sure that this information goes out to those who need them, because a lot of people are not aware of what is happening. And we use this opportunity to call on Biafrans. Look at how it is happening in Plateau. If not for the presence of the Biafran Defense Forces, it will be happening in our land in a more brutal way. But thank God, there are measures that are put in place to protect our land. The Biafran Defense Forces are there to protect our land, but you are not supporting them. You are not supporting the Biafran Defense Forces. You are not supporting your freedom. You are not supporting the Biafran government in exile. You are not supporting the de facto government in the homeland, but yet you want to be free. How possible is that? Freedom is not given, freedom is taken. You have to demonstrate that you want to be free. You have to support financially, because that is what is needed at this time. The government of Biafra is doing the needful. Our lobbyists, our attorneys are doing the needful. Our Prime Minister Ogechukwu Nkere is also doing the needful in Washington, D.C. We need to support them. We need to support them. We need to support our Prime Minister. It's very, very important. Very, very important that we support what the government is doing for the freedom of Biafra. For the freedom of Biafra, it's very important that you support. Your support is very, very, very important. Having said that, I want to remind Biafran that we are also doing donations for our satellite, our radio, and our television stations. Just go to the website biafranrepublicgovernment.org and make your donation to the website. Any support will be appreciated. This is very, very important. Very, very, very important. Let me play this video as well, because a lot is happening. Go to www.biafranrepublicgovernment.org and pin your supplement. Pin your support to the government so that our satellite, our radio and television will start working soonest, and our people will be getting direct information from the government. Direct information from the government. We cannot be free if we don't fight for our freedom. We cannot be free if we don't fight for our freedom. Our freedom is in our own hands. I want to still play this video of this American Alex. You know, they went to the mortuary to see for themselves people that are there before burial, and he has this to say. He has this to say.
Right, and we just came out of it's not one. I'm sure. I don't know how that was profound. The details how how 30 minutes how people are slaughtered.
You heard that they are coming against him, they are attacking him for speaking out.
Not a great sign, Alex.
It's disgusting. And when I was there last night, there were roughly 11 or 12 bodies. And by today, it's almost tripled. 30 people that were killed. And it's pure evil. And I don't know how this can continue to be tolerated. It's evil. I can't even breathe in that room because of bodies, corpses that are just... Oh, God.
Terrible. Yeah, you said something that was profound. The distance from the police station to the places people were killed. You want to say something?
It's like 20 meters. I mean, from here to there. So how can the attack happen for an hour or 30 minutes, however long? They're killing, shooting, killing people, machete. But then the police are nowhere to be found.
And they're all there today now in their uniforms.
Yeah, they have their tanks, they're all dressed, they're all equipped, they're ready to go after the killing happens. It's like, what? Talk about corruption. You can't say that security and high leaders are not involved because this is routinely happening. I can't tell you the amount of stories that I've heard of where people are given warnings. The security is alerted, and for hours no one comes.
When we were there was a young guy who was saying something to you. He said that the policemen locked the doors, stayed indoors while the killings were happening.
It's not a surprise. When evil reigns in a country and authorities partake in evil, it shouldn't be a surprise that these things are happening. But it has to be purified. It has to be purified because it can't continue.
I mean, we're going around right now in real time while we're doing all of this. Gumi is posting online about you.
Gumi is posting about me. Bashir Ahmed is posting about me. When have they condemned the killings? They haven't talked about me rebuilding villages. They haven't talked about me drilling boreholes. But then when I speak out against pure evil and terror, where innocent people are slaughtered, then all of a sudden Gumi comes from his grave.
You heard that? The good work that he's doing, nobody is talking about it. But when he comes out to condemn the atrocities, they will come against him. That is to tell you that the Nigerian government really know what they are doing. And I hope American government is aware. American government knows, but why are they not acting? Why are they not acting? Stop speaking and start acting. That is what we are calling on the President of the United States of America. That is what we are calling President Trump. Stop talking. Riley Moore, stop talking. Let the action begin. The solution of Nigeria is the #1 solution that will put a stop to all these killings. That will put a total stop to all these killings that is happening in Nigeria. Very, very important. Having said that, please continue to support our government, continue to support the Biafran Republic government in exile, continue to support the de facto government in the homeland. Make your donation to the website. For those of you who are out of the government, we are still calling on you. Come back home. Come back to the government that is recognized in Washington, D.C. Come back to the government that our Prime Minister said nobody will destroy. Come back to the government that is going to get us Biafra and support. That is what is needed at this time. We appreciate the Biafran Defense Forces. I appreciate our leaders who have died and all those who died as a result of our freedom. We appreciate our leaders in detention for their sacrifices. We appreciate every one of you that is supporting BRGIE under Prime Minister Ogechukwu Nkere. We appreciate our attorney and we appreciate our lobbyists. We are so much grateful to our Information Minister, Mazi Somi Akarawa, and the greater of all gratitude.
You had your chance, now we rise. This time we sing,
Greater of all gratitude.
and the world hears our cry.
The greater of all gratitude goes to our Prime Minister, His Excellency Honorable Ogechukwu Nkere. We appreciate him. We appreciate the work that he's doing in Washington, D.C. that will usher us into Biafra. We encourage everybody to be part and parcel of this freedom, because the freedom is for each and every one of us. Don't listen to anybody telling you otherwise. And let us reiterate that we are not going to take the decision, or we are not going to take directive or take instruction from our leaders that are in detention. Because we have a government, a functioning and active government that is representing Biafra in Washington, D.C. Having said that, I say, may the gods and goddesses of Biafra continue to be with all of you that are supporting our freedom. Ndewo no mo Chineke. And goodbye from here.
There's a grave in the ground that shouldn't be there. There's a child with no bed and nobody cares. There's a woman who prayed while the system played, and another name the world erased. But I hear the dust cry out, I feel the sky bend low, and if no one else will say it, then I will let them know. Enough, no more hiding what you've done. Enough, we remember everyone, from the camps to the cries. We carry their names, you buried the bodies, but left us the flame. There's a lie in your law, there's blood on the fire, and your gospel got gold while our children go wild. You preach in peace, but you sell in fear, and the ones you forgot are standing here. They are not your shame, they are not your loss, they are ours to love and yours to cross. Enough, we won't whisper when they bleed. Enough, you built silence on our need. From the dust to the drum, from the grave to the gate, we're done being quiet. We speak in their place. Say their name, feel their pain. They were here, they still remain. Enough, no more graves with no goodbyes. Enough, no more mothers left to cry. You had your chance, now we rise. This time we sing, and the world hears our cry.